What happens to American companies when they are conducting business in China? Since the early 1980s, American companies began their business development in China. After 40 years of stunning development in the Chinese market, most American companies are withdrawing their capital, even evicting their business from China entirely. What happened to them? On paper, China has a full-scale legal and judicial system. Everyone should obey the law. However, the Chinese Communist Party is above the law, including the Chinese Constitution, by the unspoken rule of CCP power over everything. This is the reason why the CCP members have privilege above the legal system. They have to be expelled from CCP membership first to be judged by the law. American companies entered China, planning to develop business under a legal system similar to the United States. However, they really don't know CCP. When Deng Xiaoping opened up China, the CCP's ruling was on the brink of collapse after 10 years of culture revolution. They dare not to mistreat American companies, so before 1989, most American companies enjoyed the privilege above the Chinese legal system, made a good fortune. After June 4, 1989, the CCP turned their focus back on dominating power over Chinese people. When the U.S. government agreed to keep business relations with the Chinese government, the CCP became careless about the interest of American companies. When American companies began new investments in China since 1990s, the CCP treated American companies as Chinese people gradually. The CCP forced American companies to transfer technology know-how to Chinese SOE. The CCP let Chinese competitors copy, rob, and steal American companies' technology and intellectual property. The CCP paid Chinese competitor government subsidies and slave-like labor costs to compete in Chinese and American market. When Microsoft complained about pirate software, the CCP just made a couple showcases to satisfy the US government. Google, Amazon, Apple all suffered from CCP's illegal conduct. Apple has to set up a cloud server for Chinese people inside China, opening Chinese people's privacy up to CCP's inquisitions. However, there are American companies thriving in China today, making better profit than all Wall Street companies. They are American law firms. American law firm like Paul Hastings help Chinese SOE and other CCP-controlled companies listing on U.S. stock market and getting investment from American fund like BlackRock, Vanguard, etc., help CCP's enterprise escaping U.S. government sanction, help CCP manipulate American judicial system to attack CCP's enemy like Mr. Miles Guo and New Federal State of China. These American law firms are CCP's partners. So American companies will thrive when they are CCP's partners, and will lose their shirt when they are the same as Chinese people. What are American people going to do?